Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to discuss about summing and averaging. Under the collector we have two important methods which will help us to summing the integer numbers and averaging the integer numbers. Let's take it a simple example and we'll see. I'm going to create a new class so I can name it as a stream sum and average example. Okay, so I'm going to have a main method in it. Okay, so what is the use case which we are trying to do here? Okay, so we have a person repository, right? So repository contains multiple person details, the list of person details. Okay, so each and every person has a number of kids. Okay, I want to sum all the kids. Okay, so my outcomes has to be, for example, each has two kids and I have a total number of 6 persons, so the sum has to be 12. So we are going to simulate that in our simple example. Okay, so let me create a simple method. Static, it's gonna return an integer value, so sum total kids. Okay, and it's gonna return integer, right? The first step, I'm going to get the person list with the help of person repository. Under the person repository we will have get all persons method. So once we received the list of persons, then I'm going to open a stream and then I'm going to collect the data. So under the collector, so how we are going to collect it? We are going to collect it as a summing integers. Okay, so under the collectors we have a method called summing int, right? I'm going to use a summing int. So here you need to provide which is the parameter you're trying to summing it. Okay, so under the person we have a column for get kids, so which will return the number of kids. Got it? So now just take a look at it one more time. List of persons, and I'm open the stream. I'm collecting the data and I'm using the summing int method to get the calculated total number of kids. Okay, let's call the method sum of total kids. Okay, so I want to print them also. So total kids. Okay, so I'm gonna run this one now. Just right click and run it. Run as Java application. See, we got 14 kids, right? Let's double check it. Just count the list of kids here: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, maybe we can modify and see what is gonna be the outcome again. And again, now we are getting 13, right? Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use another method which is nothing but averaging int. Okay, so what basically I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the average height. Okay, so we have a number of persons, right? So we can try to get the average. Average is always written the double, right? So I'm going to create a method which will return a double and average height. So again it's gonna return some data. So first step, let's collect the person list. Get all persons and open the stream and then collect the data. So here the function which you are going to use collectors. Under the collectors we have a method called averaging int. If you take a look at it, you can have a multiple methods there. One is for averaging int, another one is for averaging double, and another one is for averaging long. So here I'm working with the integers, right? So I'm using averaging int. In case if you're working with a double or long, you can make use of other methods also. So I'm gonna use averaging. So again, we need to provide what is the parameter which we are going to average. So get height. Okay, let's return the value and print them. And average height is, so I'm gonna call this method here. Okay, so let's run this. Run it. See, this is the average height. So 141 is the average height for the total number of persons. Okay, so with this we came to end of this particular video. But before we are going to the next video, we tried with our person repository information, right? Let's try some normal example, like I have a list of integer, I want to get the sum of the data. Okay, so how we can do that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a list of integers. Integer, I'm going to have name as int list, just import it, and then arrays that as list. So we can have a multiple data here, 1 comma 2 comma. So I'm going to get the sum of it. Okay, so int total int list dot stream dot collect. So we're gonna use the summing int, right? So use collectors dot summing int here, and the data is going to be our integer value, right? Integer. So integer we have a new int value. Okay, let's print the total. Total. Okay, let's go. Let's run it again. See, we got the total. So this is how we can make use of summing int and averaging int. Okay, so the same way you can use averaging double long as well. Okay, so thank you.